Hey guys, welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. Let's get out of this manager's house and start the next day. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Oh. That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have a duty to the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control. As long as that remains the case, there's not really much the general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I have heard many rumors about the current head of House Alberea. Not House of Head. The current head is Eustace's dad, right? So, couldn't we ask Eustace for some help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions are made by the head of the house. Are absolute. I cannot read things today. Ugh. And since the Albereas represent one of the four great houses, that old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the four great houses. Guess that's a no, then. I'm betting it's Sarah. I see you guys. I see you're all excited. I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excited, excellent, excellent. Called it. I don't remember what her voice was. Instructor Sarah? What brings you here? I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B's not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help them sort them out. What? You're gonna go see Group B? Now? The town of Parm is a considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. You four are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyways, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Adios be with you. I'll be looking out for the report I'll be looking forward to your report or whatever. I don't know, it went away really quickly. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she's spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she read our minds or something? I'd suggest we return to our room and rest for the night in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Well then, to the inn we go? This was the inn, right? Yeah, it says inn up on top. In we go. Wait, stay outside. That means there's stuff. I'm going to explore for a minute. Guys, I will be right back if there's nothing. Didn't see anything. Didn't see anything at all. Whatever. So we're gonna go to sleep. Is there gonna be any scenes or anything? Okay, so he put up a fence to block him out of the market for right now. Because it's closed. Something's gonna happen at the market, I bet. Something bad. So we're gonna talk, right?
Ah, that was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Fighting amongst themselves.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were.
they're fighting.
Can't help but question what exactly Class VII's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
No, there's something else going on, but we're not gonna know for a little bit.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
I don't know, because they want well-rounded individuals? People that know what's going on in the current political climate?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change?
That was a hint, and it's gonna make more sense later on.
It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling at Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
Okay, are we actually gonna learn those, maybe? Please?
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or, rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Your father.
Who's that?
Her father.
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
God, that's a modeling issue. That's modeling issues.
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
Music, you said that before.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Reen? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
I guess that's right. Or is Vreen actually gonna do that, or is he gonna dodge?
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery?
Okay, I guess that'll work.
It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist.
Yeah.
You sure don't come across as one.
Oof.
I shouldn't have said anything.
What is your deal, Laura? What's with the sighs? So you want me to wake you up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. We really appreciate it. Not a problem at all. Have a good night. Good night.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
Nope. No sleep for anyone.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
Nope. She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not going to remind her. What's
Reen?
Yes.
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering.
Okay.
Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not?
What?
Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Kafai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
Are we that? Or are we just working toward that?
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arcade School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training.
And she figured that out because this is the first time she's really gotten to observe us fight.
In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that?
Really?
It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Class V for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest.
I mean, he did the thing with the candle and was disappointed, but I don't understand. I don't know if that was good or bad, really.
I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the 8 Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own.
Okay, does her huge knowledge of swordsmanship mean that she sees that he's actually better than he's presenting, and he maybe doesn't realize it himself yet? That's the only take I could kind of get out of that back and forth.
Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
But, Laura, no! Come back! I promise I'll get better. Damn it. She is not interested.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too?
Oh, okay.
You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
Ooh.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
You're so bad at lying.
Reen's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Okay. What does it mean? Oh, okay.
Drinks are on me someday.
God damn it, Sarah. Field study day 2. So what do we get this time? Here are your tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. Envelope April. What do we got? Day 2 assigned tasks. Huh. Another monster? A large ferocious monster has been sighted on the West Celtic Highway. We'd all be happier if someone took it out. Monster? Zordar. Location Stone Bridge leading to Heimdalla on the West Celtic Highway. Market Manager Otto. Lost wallet. Yesterday I found a wallet laying on the floor in front of my stall. Would someone be willing to find its owner for me? See me at my ceramic stall and I'll tell you more. Well, that was... okay. 2? Only 2? Huh. Even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he knew we were going back to Trista today. Sounds about right. He's a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves around 9 tonight. You get those done quickly enough, you can have dinner here before you leave. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then? Sounds good. Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Hey Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. Reen? As I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It is not something for which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Cafe, to the school I follow, to the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate of me to say what I said. So, I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there is one other person you should be apologizing to as well. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities. That is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question, Reen. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's a part of my life. An inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Laura. So you two are friends again, then? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. You're both so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. Oh, I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to. Oh. Whoa. You did what now? It would seem we've caused you undue concern. Jeez, can we all just forget about this and move on? Looks like the ground's dried after rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you all looking a bit less gloomy. Margot, we've got big trouble. Slow down, Louise. It's the first thing in the morning, and you're poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyways? You're late. I'm so sorry. I just got caught up in the way here. But never mind that. We have big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? What terrible thing happened exactly? Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the market were destroyed, and all their merchandise was stolen. This is most terrible indeed. A robbery? Oh my. I suppose that means the market might open late today. Which means we could end up with more customers as people wait for a resolution. Luis, get this place ready immediately. Oh, I made her have a really deep voice last time. You got it. As for you four, this problem is not yours. You focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about, after all. Of course. We'll be back later. Thanks again. We're totally getting involved. Like, I have no reason not to get involved. Seriously, we're getting involved in this. What should we do? I have to admit, I'm curious. It's not far, so we might as well just go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. Called it. Gonna go see. Must see. Oh, it's those two. I'm sorry, the Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Good morning! Opening late today after all, I see? Afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery incident, huh? The two merchants whose stalls were destroyed are arguing about it. You bastard! You're not going to get away with this. Oh no, not them. The manager came to try to break them up, but he seems to be doesn't seem to be having much luck. You know what'll break them up? A quick knock to the back of the head from the broadside of Laura's sword. That'll get him to shut up real quick. I hope nobody ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Reen? Maybe we can try talking to them. Considering everything that happened yesterday, you just might be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. How dare you destroy my stall, you damned coward! I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward? You Heimdallr snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent, trying to paint me as the bad guy here, you make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now? Bring it on. Hold it. Class VII. You kids again. Keep your nose out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Yep, that's a robbery. That's most definitely a robbery. Wow, they really are completely ruined. This is awful. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will be smashed and you will be worse off. But this anger isn't going to go away unless I do something. He took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods. And you were going to give them all... Oh, wait. And you're going to give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. This isn't going to be good. They aren't even listening to a word we say. What do we do? Stop this at once. Who's that? I don't know who it is. Oh, it's the guard. Oh, him. The provincial army. What? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But... I believe you are the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see... The market manager explained to the provincial army officer what had happened the previous night. I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean, take us away? The 2 stalls were destroyed and 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is as clear as day. The 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair, Do you not think it is premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The provincial army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you'll be left alone. Continue and you will come with us. The choice is yours. They're trying to force both merchants to forget what's ever happened, to sweep the whole ordeal under the rug. The provincial army stole the goods. Calling it. Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. God. Very good then. I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved, as we stole the goods and will never give them back, petty scoundrels. I hope you'll think twice before you cause a ruckus again. Now, if you excuse us, I'm a busy man and I have pressing matters to attend to. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. There they go. Well, I guess the fighting I guess they did stop those two from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. I see now how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you two are both still pretty angry about this, but right now we've got to keep focused, or you two need to focus on keeping a cool head, or I'll slap you some sense, I will. I don't know, I lost the voice. I lost the voice, guys. I was in the thing, and I did the soldier, and now I lost the voice. Just, if you have the time to fight, try to use that for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. I got it back. I fixed it. I found the voice. It was there inside me all the time. Yeah. I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. We can't open the Grand Market for business until we've cleaned up these busted stalls. I'm already running late, so I hate to ask, but would you mind lending us a hand? They cleaned up the stalls. And Reen and the others, they finally made it open. Thanks to you four, we are finally able to open the Grand Market for business today without any incident. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Please solve this mystery and arrest the provincial officers for stealing the goods. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. A merchant stalls his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problems facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to say they'd make no attempts to find an amicable solution. Quite right. It's clearer than ever now they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Still, you'd think they at least would be a bit more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way two merchants are just going to accept this and move on. No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. And then our town will dry up and die. Something definitely has to be done. I'm not sure what. Is something wrong, Reen? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you allow us to consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant stalls ourselves? It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, This is our affair, not yours. You're students. You have your own studies to worry about. I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on all of us. Well, that's true enough, I guess. But do you really think we're up for something like this? Totally. I've played enough Phoenix Wright and Danganronpa. I can solve mysteries and stuff like this. Crimes, I got this. I have to wonder about that too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with Instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks. She's already told us. Put your heads together and think. And I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. This seems exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least, it does to me. Oh. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all. Yeah, you do make a good case. I'm still not sure what we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well. We shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I would truly appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find your answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want to put you kids in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under the cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look at Van Dyck in the eye anymore. We'll be careful. We promise. I know I will, at least. I probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. Okay. Well, that's something to do, I guess. So first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. Okay, actually wait, I just need to think about something. Is this going to be the main story quest that'll move things along and the subquests or other... I still have subquests. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get those statements from the two merchants before anything else. Indeed. I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we could get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We'll need to keep a close eye on the time, though. If we miss the last train toward Heimdallr, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline's 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood. You bet! Right. Okay. So, I'm gonna check real quick and see if that is the story quest, and if it is, we're gonna go kill the big monster. It's not even in my notebook. Killing the big monster. He's in the west. West is this way. He's dead. Dead to monster. I want to do the other stuff. I want to fight. I want to murder. Maim. Hello. Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie? That's correct. Does this make you the students from Thor's who the manager said would be coming? Yep, that's us. We came to see about your request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full? Of course, I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. I kept it with me in hopes that they would come pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your help delivering this back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? Sure. Yes, we'd be happy to help. Thank you. Here's the wallet I found then. Lost wallet. We'll be sure to take good care of it. I assume you've already inspected the contents. I did indeed. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything inside I could help to identify the owner. What exactly was it? It was inside it anyway. Well, naturally there was Mira in it. I couldn't believe just how much there was in there, though. The only thing was a train ticket to Heimdall that's scheduled for tonight. It sounds like the owner is fairly well traveled then. There's not much we can do with that as our only lead, though. I believe the train ticket is potentially our best lead. Yeah, but what do we do with it? Should we go ask that at the station? Yeah, considering for it's a train leaving tonight, I imagine the owner is frantically searching for it. Which means they might have already been at the station themselves to ask about it. Let's head over there and start then. Sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you for this. Okay. Yeah, that is the main story. That'll advance stuff. It's probably not gonna let me go in the station, so I'm gonna talk to them real quick. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of your time? You're the kids from that military academy, right? Heh, what do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. And to top it all off, the provincial army and that other damned merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, they explained that we're investigating it. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, but I'm sure you can understand, as I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. He's willing to cooperate. I say we cut him some slack and hear him out. So about last night, at the time the incident actually happened, last night, I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with that merchant yesterday, and I didn't come back till morning. I stayed over at a friend's place, another merchant. Just got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. As if that weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell here just gone, without a trace. So the goods stolen were all processed foods. That's right, nuts, cheeses, bacon, all the foods that would have a long shelf life made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. And it was like I hadn't been drinking at all. And that's when I went over to that fool's stall to make him pay for it. Why did you go straight to him? Because he was the one that did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he could have that spot all to himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why is his stall also destroyed? He must have done that to himself. Probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would be able to believe he could be responsible. I don't know, that seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive? Well, I understand your frustration. Baseless accusations do no one any favors. And could only cloud the true issue. Ugh. But it's so frustrating. I've lost so much money because of this, and I have to shut up shop for good. That is bad. If I could at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat, but what are the odds of that? The provincial army probably ate it all already. Stupid pigs. None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything, and the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished, pure and simple. All that hard work I've put into getting this far, and this is how the dream ends. I don't know, I was just gonna do like, why, but I'm not gonna be that dramatic. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to do for you, but we'll do everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. So cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck, though. I think that's everything this merchant knows. Let's try questioning the other one. So he does have an alibi. Merchant. And to think I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Celtic Grand Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me. You! I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down. It's quite understandable. A merchant in a busy market, unable to do business. So what brings you here? Do you need something from me? Well, actually, situation explained, blah blah blah. You're investigating? That's right. We'd really appreciate if you could answer a few questions for us. You might be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? You're students from a military academy. You're not exactly ace detectives. Or ace attorneys, for that matter. That's true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. We may even be able to recover your goods. Cooperating us could at least provide quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got back in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So by morning, the stall had already been destroyed, and your goods stolen. Come to think of it, what goods were stolen exactly? Oh, I have a sample with me, actually. What? An accessory? Is this a brand that's popular in the capital? Been a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to bring the fad here by selling them at the market. But this is the only one I have left now. I dread to think of how much money I lost in a single night. That damned coward sabotaging my business. It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing the spot with me, he just decided to destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm not going to... Sorry. I'm not going to get him to give me my goods, or I'm going to get him to give me my goods back no matter what. Ignore the knots. I wasn't thinking. Shut up. Please, try to stay calm. You don't know if you cause any more trouble. You do know that if you cause any more trouble, the provincial army will arrest you, right? What is it with me making things have negatives? Why? Ugh, yeah, I know. But it's a matter of justice. I can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong, on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but if we find them, we'll bop them on the head. I swear, we'll do everything we can. That much I can promise. Huh. That's all the two victims of the crime have to say, it seems. What does everybody think? I can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them is responsible. Both merchants clearly have adequate motive to damage each other's stalls. But the chances of both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil. It's not impossible that they were just out to steal each other's merchandise. But I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming they were somewhere else when this crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened. So we're gonna have to look somewhere else to find viable suspects. Where though? I mean, who could possibly have been? It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? The market seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there is one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in the situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we can work out the reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding the culprit. Whom do you mean? The army. I'm talking about the provincial army. They haven't done anything to try and solve this crime, despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? The market manager said they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the provincial army should refuse to intervene in quarrels within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, it really doesn't make sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is they brought that dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do anything, and the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. My point exactly. There's definitely something unnatural about the way they're conducting themselves. And since we have no other leads, what do you say we go to the guardhouse and take a look? We might be able to learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation. That might be worth an attempt. The guardhouse isn't too far from here either. Let's head over and see what we can find out. Yay! Well, we're going to investigate this crime further next time, guys. And we're also going to beat up that thing. This wobblablabadur. It's dead. I'm going to kill it dead. I need to get my murder out somehow. Anyways, oh, that's the guardhouse. We're coming for you guys next time. But for right now, bye!